Welcome to Faith, Truth and Love program. We shall continue this program from the story of Abraham, Ibrahim, in the context of the Quran. Peace of the Lord be upon him. In the context of the Torah, Abraham. We have told you that sometimes the holy book, one holy book may be silent, while the other one pronounce incidents. Sometimes it may be Torah is silent concerning certain incidents, but Torah will give a pointer to the incident. If you move to the Psalm will elaborate more to that on that incident. Or sometimes Quran is silent. If you move to Torah will give more elaborate details so you can understand. That's why we told you in episode 5 and 6 that the Holy Book are confirming each other. This is a pointer that this Holy Book are from one God. We said in the Quran states that the Quran is an holy book given as a confirmation of the gospel and of the Torah. That's what we told you in that episode, and that is correct. And from the story of Terah and Abraham as it contained in the Torah, Genesis, and in the Quran, you can see that the Torah, book of Genesis chapter 12, chapter 11 and chapter 12, because we have to consider the text before chapter 12. In chapter 11 of Genesis, what was stated there was how they were giving birth to children. The father of Terah was stated as Nahor, who gave birth to Terah, and Terah gave birth to Abraham. We are not told in chapter 11 of Genesis that Terah was an idol worshipper. But in chapter 12, the opening of that chapter 12 verse 1, we are told that God called out Abraham. Then we move to the Quran to get the detail of what happened in chapter 12 of Genesis happened. And we got that detail in Quran chapter 21 verses 51 to 69. And we told you in episode 10 that God, when Abraham was leaving Terah in chapter 12 of Genesis 1, he left with Lot. You could see that one in Quran chapter 21 verse 70. He moved with Lot. Lot was the only person in the country, in the household of Terah, that believed what Abraham believed. That Abraham told the household of his father that there is one God, the God of heaven and the earth. You see that in Quran chapter 21 verse 56. And only person that believed Abraham was Lot. So Lot followed him. So if you look at it in Torah, in Genesis, you just see that Abraham was going after God told him to leave his father's house, to leave his country, to leave his children in Genesis 12:1. When he was leaving, he left with Lot. That is the story. Now that confirms what we told you, that the holy books are confirming each other. The Quran was loud on the story of why Ibrahim, peace of God be upon him, left the house of Terah, his father. Then the book of Nevi'im, Joshua chapter 24. Joshua was trained by Moses. Joshua give us a trace of what Quran stated, that Terah was worshipping idol. Joshua 24 verse 2 says, Joshua stated there, he said, your father lived at the other side of the flood, and they worship idol, even Terah. That corresponds to Quran chapter 6 verse 74. That said, Abraham talked to his father Azar that, are you still worshiping this image? This image, they are not God. Now, to move to another story, the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Jesus. Then, what happened? What is the Torah saying? What is the Ketuvim saying? What is the Quran saying about the story of Jesus, about the story of Mary, That is what we are going to continue to tell you in the next episode.